I took 16 of the greatest father-son duos in NBA history and faced them off in a 2v2 tournament. Teams are seeded based off their combined overalls in NBA 2K25, and hopping right into round 1. To start, we have the 1 seed Dell and Steph Curry facing the 16 seed Gary Trent and Gary Trent Jr. Each of these games are going to 11 points, going up by 1s and 2s, and Steph was unstoppable in this first game, dropping 8 points including 2 threes. He gave the Currys an 11-9 victory over the Trents, so the Currys are going to be moving on to round number 2. After them was the 8 seed Bill and Luke Walton facing the 9 seed Tim Hardaway and Tim Hardaway Jr. The Waltons had a huge height advantage this game, and with 6 points from Bill and 5 from Luke, the Waltons beat the Hardaways 11-8, so the Waltons are moving on to round 2. Next was the 4 seed Joe and Kobe Bryant facing the 13 seed Greg and Cole Anthony. This game was a blowout thanks to Kobe. He scored 8 points including a 3 to beat the Anthonys 11-5. The Bryants are moving on to round 2. Then we had the 5 seed Michael and Klay Thompson facing the 12 seed Kenyon Martin and Kenyon Martin Jr. Kenyon Martin Jr. was abusing this hop step where he could just glitch through Klay's body in the game to score. You gotta love 2K, but despite this, they could not stop Klay. He had 10 points including 2 threes, and the Thompsons won 11-9, so the Thompsons move on to round 2. After them was the 2 seed Arvydas and Domantas Sabonis facing the 15 seed Manute and Bol Bol. Despite the Sabonis's being a lot higher overalls, the height of the Bulls was too much for them to handle, and the Bulls won 11-9, so the Bulls move on to round 2. Next was the 7 seed LeBron and Bronny James facing the 10 seed Rick and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson carried his dad, scoring 7 points, but it was Bronny scoring more than LeBron. He had 6 points compared to LeBron's 5, and the LeBrons won 11-7, so the LeBrons move on to the next round. Following them was the 3 seed Rick and Brent Berry facing the 14 seed Jaren Jackson and Jaren Jackson Jr. The 3-point shooting of the Berries helped them a lot this game. With 1-3 apiece, they ended up winning 11-7, and the Berries move on to round 2. In the final match of round 1 was the 6 seed Gary Payton and Gary Payton II facing the 11 seed Larry Nance and Larry Nance Jr. This was the closest match of the video so far. They went back and forth scoring all game, going past the score limit, but in the end, the Nances came out on top, winning 16-14, so the Nances move on to round 2. And moving on to round 2 now, we're starting off with the Currys facing the Waltons. In previous 2Ks, if you had a height advantage, you would almost always win in these blacktop games, but it was different in this game. The Currys couldn't stop the Waltons, but with a 3 from Steph and Dell, it still helped them win the game 11-9. So the Currys are going to be moving on to the semifinals. Next, we had the Bryants facing the Thompsons. Kobe couldn't get anything going this game. He scored only 4 points, including 1 3, and his dad only scored 3 points. Michael Thompson was unstoppable in the paint, and he scored 7 points along with 5 rebounds, and with 2 threes from Klay as well. The Thompsons won the game 11-7, so the Thompsons move on to the semifinals to face off against the Currys. Following them was the Bulls versus the James. The Bulls' height advantage didn't help them in this game because LeBron was unstoppable. Carrying Bronny, he scored 10 points, whereas Bronny only scored 1, and the James duo won 11-7, so they move on to the semifinal. And lastly, in round 2 was the Berries facing the Nances. The Berries weren't able to hit their threes this game, and it costed them. With 6 points from Larry Jr. and 5 points from Larry Sr., the Nances won 11-9, so the Nances move on to face the LeBrons in the semifinals. And our first matchup of the semifinals is the Currys facing off against the Thompsons, and this was a great battle between the two teams. Dell carried Steph this game. Steph just couldn't get anything to fall. He ended up missing all his threes this game. And for the Thompsons, it was a different story. They were both getting buckets, Michael scoring inside with ease, and Klay was knocking down threes. The game came down to the wire with everything tied up at 10. Again, a 2 will win it for the Thompsons here. Klay, I thought he was going to pull up there, but he doesn't. Yes, he does. And he misses yet again, but again, Michael Thompson with the rebound and second chance point. Again, the Currys need to get a bucket here. It might be over for them. Steph with the ball. Isn't going to shoot that. Dell, not a 2, still not a 3-pointer. Hits the mid-range shot though, and we're tied up at 11 again. Just back and forth. Neither of these teams can take it get the win here. Klay driving on Steph. He hits that layup. Steph, what is he doing? Trying to get inside to Dell. Dell wide open, hits the mid-range shot. Michael Thompson inside. Curry with the strip, but Michael Thompson gets the ball back, and Curry gets another steal. Gets it to Dell. Mid-range shot is no good. All of that for nothing. Clay for the win. And he hits it. It hits the top of the backboard and goes in. The Thompsons upset the Currys, and they're moving on to the finals of the tournament. And our second semifinal match is between the Jameses and the Nances. This was also a very close game. Both Larry and Larry were getting buckets, scoring easily inside, and yet again, LeBron carried Bronny this game. LeBron was definitely the best player this match, but being weighed down by his son, things were all tied up at 11. Larry to Larry, Larry Jr. Bronny went for the steal, couldn't get it. Bronny with the screen for LeBron. LeBron pulling up. That's a bucket. It wasn't a three, though. So we're all tied up again. Larry Jr. now inside. Larry pulling up. And it's a bucket. We need somebody to hit a two. I don't think the Nances will shoot a two. LeBron will. LeBron inside. Misses that shot. The Nances with the board. The Nances can win it with a bucket here. We got Larry Nance versus Bronny James. Larry Nance inside. Hits the layup. And he beats the LeBrons. And the Nances are moving on to the finals. Honestly, I did not think they were going to be the team to make it to the finals. And we have made it to the finals of the father-son duo tourney. We got the Thompsons facing off against the Nances. If I were to guess who's going to win this, I would pick the Thompsons. I mean, their three-point shooting, Clay's three-point shooting has been OP, and he hits a three to start the game. Larry driving, misses the layup. Larry again with another shot, hits that one. Larry Jr. gets a steal. Larry Jr. inside, and he gets the dunk. Michael out to Clay. Clay from three, and he misses another three. If he starts hitting those, it's a GG. And, oh, I thought Clay was going to get the steal there, but Larry Nance Jr. with the bucket. Michael with another screen. Clay again pulling up from three and finally hits another one. I mean, is Clay just going to shoot threes all game and that's going to help them win, or that's going to determine who wins? Larry Jr., tough shot. He hits it. We're tied up at 4 now. Clay with another screen. Going to pop the three yet again, and he hits another three. 2-point lead for the Thompsons. That might just be their strategy. Michael Thompson with the screen. Clay pops a three. Been working so far. Clay, there's a mid-range shot, and he hits it. So a 3-point lead now for the Thompsons. Larry Jr. with the screen. Larry driving. There's a dunk. Maybe that'll give him a little momentum to come back. Getting the screen from Michael. Pulling up. That's not a three, but he hits the shot anyways. Larry Nance driving. That shot is good. Cuts the lead to 1 again. I mean, Michael Thompson hasn't been able to do anything this game, and he misses the layup, gets the board, and gets a second chance point. So on the next possession, the Thompsons can win it all with a three, which Clay has a very high likelihood of attempting. Larry with the spin move inside, gets the layup to fall, but the Thompsons can end it all right here. And he pulls up from three for the win. It is money. The Thompsons beat the Nances 11-8. And they are our father-son duo champs. Let me know if you thought they were going to win. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out this video right here. YouTube thinks you'll love it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.